Good morning. It's Tuesday the 7th of October 2025 and today's walk in the New Forest starts here at Standing Hat. So the name Standing Hat comes from the local New Forest term hat or hat, H-A-T-T, meaning a small hill topped with trees. Okay, right, well, it looks like it's going to be another super day weather-wise, so let's start me walk. I may be wrong, but I reckon today's walk will probably be my quietest one so far in the New Forest. Well, I don't know what to expect on today's walk. I know that it's about 5 miles long. It should be relatively easy walking on forest tracks mainly, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be another lovely walk. All of my walks so far here in the New Forest have been fantastic, and after today I'm hoping to do another 2 walks if I can. But yeah, I'm really enjoying my few days here in the New Forest. It's lovely to come somewhere new again. As I say, this was an added bonus coming here because I hadn't originally planned to come to the New Forest when I was planning my trips for this year, but I'm really glad I am here now. So yeah, what a wonderful place. These woods are home to the tiny roe deer and the tall slender fallow, the most common deer of the New Forest. Woodpeckers of all types can be seen here, and as dusk approaches, a tawny owl may fly silently overhead, calling to its youngsters, or a woodcock may fly low across your path. The Frohawk Ride, Parkhill Inclosure. This ride is dedicated to the memory of the naturalist Frederick William Frohawk, 1861 to 1946. F.W. Frohawk is closely associated with the New Forest from his summer visits made here in search of butterflies over the best part of a lifetime. His wife Mabel and his daughter Valazina often accompanied him. Valazina was named after the dark form of the silver-washed fritillary butterfly, found only in the New Forest. The silver-washed fritillary is one of our largest butterflies and can be observed between July and August. The pearl-bordered fritillary is another rare species of butterfly that can be seen on this ride between May and June. Forestry England manages the Frohawk Ride for butterflies as part of our ongoing commitments to the conservation of these insects that are in decline nationally. Oh well, unfortunately, my walk doesn't take me along the Frohawk Ride. Never mind, I go this way instead, but I'm sure it'll be nice anyway. Forking right, it was an easy route from here, as all I had to do was follow the main track, ignoring any turnings. Okay. So, that gate marks the edge of Parkhill Inclosure, so according to the map I am now entering Denny Wood. So I'm really enjoying my few days away in the New Forest this week, it's lovely. One of the things I do enjoy about coming away for a few days like this is it's not just being here and filming the walks that I want to do, it's just staying in a nice guest house. Avalon House B&B in Lyndhurst is lovely. It's just sort of staying the night in a comfortable bed, You've got a nice ensuite, a nice powerful shower, which is great when you've done a walk. And then in the morning, you get up and you have a nice full English breakfast, and I just find that sets me up for the day. I've got some fruit in my rucksack, but that's all I really need during the day, because after I've had a full English breakfast, it keeps me going for the rest of the day until tea time. And then, as I say, once I've filmed my walks, I'm pretty tired at the end of it, as I've always said before, but I'm buzzing as well. I'm absolutely buzzing after a nice walk. Now I get back to the guest house, jump straight in the shower. As I say, the shower where I'm staying in my room, it's really powerful. I just stand under it and I go, just stand under it for hours. But yeah, it's lovely. I just feel all refreshed, have a bit of a rest for a while, and then go out in the evening and get some food. And I just love going out for food in the evenings as well. It's the whole experience of it I enjoy. So like last night, I dined at the Swan in Swan Green, and that was lovely. I just enjoy going out and enjoying some local food. It's just all part of it. So yeah, it's not just coming here and making the films or the walks I want to do. It's just the whole experience of spending time in the area, staying in a nice accommodation and dining out in some nice pubs in the evening. What a way to go, eh?
I continued along the track as it bore steadily around to the right, before swinging back to the left to reach a wooden barrier at a T-junction.
So, coming out onto a private drive now. I turn up this way, so I'm starting to curve around back towards the start. But I'm probably not quite halfway through the walk yet, so I've still quite a way to go.
In 200 yards, I kept straight on where a gravel track went off to the right. I passed Denny Lodge, originally the groomkeeper's lodge belonging to the Crown Estate, and which later became a head forester's residence.
So that building through there is Denny Lodge, and down here ahead of me is Denny Cottage. I'm just about to enter the woods again. As I go through this gate, I am entering Stubby Copse Inclosure. Okay, Stubby Copse Inclosure then.
I kept straight on along the waymarked route, continuing past another cycle route off to the right. Here, the track bore to the right, dropping gently towards a gravel crossroads.
Another junction, a decision. Well, it looks like the main track goes that way. I've checked my notes, and it does say actually this crossroads is about 100 yards before a set of wooden gates. And I can just see them over there. So yeah, my way is down here. Well, I'm now walking through Perrywood Haseley Inclosure. And there's a railway line not far from here. I can see on the map that it sort of runs more or less parallel to this track. And I have heard a few trains coming and going. But I just want to tell a little story which, when I look back on it now, is quite funny, but at the time I wasn't laughing. When I was out with Dave the other day, when we did that wonderful walk from Fritham, as I said at the time, it was fantastic having Dave with me because although that was another walk that I plotted myself and I got it from the guidebook I've got, Dave was able to show me places that weren't featured in that book, and it was great. But one place that we visited was some beehives. And you know where this is going, don't you? Yeah, I got stung by a bee. I think I got a little bit close to one of the hives at one point because there was this bee just flapping around me. It obviously just had taken an instant dislike to me. And then it stung me in the back of my neck. I could feel it. And of course, when I wiped my neck, I could see that his sting had come out, you know, that black thorn. So obviously that bee would have died. But yeah, I got well and truly stung. It was painful at the time, but the pain didn't last, to be fair. But I can feel a little bit of a lump there now. So I don't think bee stings are particularly dangerous. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. I've not had any ill effects so far. But yeah, it was quite funny. I mean, I said to Dave, I said, that bee has just stung me. He said, oh, it stung you, did it? I said, yeah. I said, I could feel it. It was quite painful, but yeah, I feel more sorry for the bee because, of course, I know that bee will be dead now. But anyway, yeah, it was. It's just one of those little stories that I can look back on now and laugh. But but I've got the lump now to take back home with me. That's one of the sort of prizes from the New Forest that I've got to take back with me. So this body of water here, which goes under the track, is called Etherise Gutter. So yeah, I've just checked on the map, so just past Etherise Gutter. The track curves round to the left, so that's all right. Yeah, this walk certainly has turned out to be very easy walking. Mainly flat and very easy gravel paths to follow, so no problem at all.
I stayed on the gravel track, which bore left where a grassy ride continued ahead.
This is Pignal Hill, and I'm walking through Pignal Hill Inclosure. Yeah, not much further now before I finish the walk, so. This is actually a really nice walk to do if you like walking through mixed woodland. Really nice because you've got oak, birch, beech and conifer trees. Yeah, really attractive enclosures on this walk. So just hidden through the trees there is a house called the Victoria Tillery Cottage. I won't get any closer because it's private, but I've got some notes in my guidebook. It says, the Victoria Tillery Cottage offers an interesting insight into life and property values in the mid-19th century. As part of the deal for its line through the New Forest, the Southampton and Dorchester Railway Company established a £12,000 compensation fund to finance drainage projects in the open forest. The Victoria Brick and Tile Works was founded at Pignal Hill at about the same time and supplied some of the tiles used in this work. The company's accounts include reference to a cottage built by a Mr. Waterman in the late 1840s for a cost of just £40. This may be the former manager's bungalow, now known as the Victoria Tillery Cottage. I'm assuming that's Tillery and not Tylery, but yeah, I've said Victoria Tillery Cottage, so apologies if that's pronounced wrong. Okay, yeah, well, I'm just back at the start now. Standing Hat car park is just there in front of me, I can just see it. So here I am back at Standing Hat. Absolutely wonderful. So that's been another lovely walk here in the wonderful New Forest. As I say, I've enjoyed all my walks in the New Forest so far. I've got 2 more to do, hopefully. But yeah, this walk today has been really good. It's not been a particularly difficult walk. 5 miles, generally flat, easy forest tracks to follow. And as to say, if you like mixed woodland, this is the walk for you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my next walk in the New Forest.